This time I'm going to be looking at creating an essay and structuring it and adding citations and bibliography and then sending it to Word or Google Docs. So I'm going to stick with the same theme, which was health from the last one, which was our research one. Remember, double tap the corner. Now I'm going to call this just introduction as my first paragraph. So imagine you're actually bullet pointing this within a Word document or Google Docs if you like. Just call this, we'll call this paragraph 2, again as an example. And then you work round with your paragraphs. Remember to add your numbering scheme. Always work clockwise. So you can number in that way if you wish as well. Now I'm going to go introduction. Now we could add a text note at the top and start adding your first paragraph, but it'd be a good idea if we actually, if you need to, broke down your paragraph into sub-paragraphs. Let's break that paragraph down into 3, but you can do as many as you want. So you might want to talk about first, maybe the genes have an effect on health. And then in the middle of that first paragraph, an introduction, you might want to talk about family. And then the third one, an introduction, you might want to talk about. And there we go. So we've got introduction. Just say you're going to look at the genes first in your first part of your introduction, and then where your genes come from the family, and then how important it will be to testing through your life to make sure it's not hereditary and any effects of ill health is passed on. So again, you can click on there and add your formatting options if you wish to add the colours again. So I won't go into that, but you get the idea of that anyway. Let's go back to the Home tab. But remember, we're looking at this to be an essay. So we've got genes, which is your first part of your first paragraph and introduction. Come up the top here and always add a text note. It's open at the bottom anyway, but I thought I'd show you. Now click into here for me. You've got an option here with Insert Citation, Manage Citations, or Manage Sources, which I'm going to open up. So we've got an option with Zotero, Mendeley. I'll do a separate video on that for you. Show you how you can grab sources with Zotero, Mendeley, and then integrate them into your MindView as you build your map visually, so you can cite all your work and create your bibliography as well. But in this video, I want to keep it all within MatchWare MindView. I'm going to open up WorldCat, and you can do a quick search. WorldCat is one of the biggest catalogs. Now choose what you want to look for on the right. I'll do all types, shall we? All languages. That's good. Select search. And there we go. We've got some sources to play with. So I'm just going to choose any random one. I'm going to select this one here. Always check though, because you see the years missing there. So always have a look, because sometimes it does miss sources. But I find Zotero and Mendeley don't tend to miss those sources. So it's a good way to grab them there, then import them into here. But just for argument's sake, I'm just going to pop in anything for now. That will do. You see at the bottom there, 11th edition, and any comments, select save. And now we've got that source in there to use. Any sources you have, you can use the manual entry. So for example, if you've got a book in your hand, you can then add the information here from that book. I'll click the drop down menu there, you can choose which source it is as well. But I do recommend using Zotero or Mendeley for that, which I will show you later. So I'm going to skip that, that's done. And OK. Now I can cite my work. So I'm just going to put an imaginary quote. And if it's a direct quote, you know you need to put it in quotes as well. Now I'm ready to cite it. So we've got option here, Insert Citation, Manage Citations. Click on that. At the moment, I haven't got any, but I can add. So I'm going to click plus, and I'm going to add that one that I grabbed earlier. And then I can put a page number if it's a book. Put page 6 and select Insert. And click OK. And there you go. There's my in-text citation. I know it don't look like a proper in-text citation. When you send it to Word or Google Docs, you'll get that format. So there we go. We've got my essay title, Health, Introduction, and I broke that into 3 categories. And then you can go to the second one. Again, cite your work. We meant to add a text note, so you can add your data in there. And then paragraph 3 from introduction. Again, you can add your data in there. Now I'm going to go to File. We're going to export that again. I'm going to export it to Word. So export, Microsoft Word, and again, Harvard. It depends on what reference style you're using, because there's, I think, over 150, if not more, Harvard styles. APA, not so many for psychology. Then you've got Vancouver as well, and Modern Humanities. But I'm going to come up to General, and this is what you want to include, your bibliography, because you're writing your essay assignment. Microsoft Word styles, have a little look in there. Now, if you can't find the style you want because you don't have many Harvards, in fact, you only have the one, didn't you, Angular, come to the right and tick that for me. This will go online and you can look for a specific reference style. So let's pop in Harvard again. Scroll down, see there's Bournemouth University, Cape Peninsula, but I want to come down all the way to the standard referencing system, which is Cite Them Right. It's got no et al. If you know, that's multiple authors within an in-text citations. So you can use that option if you don't want et al. But I do. I'm going to select it here. And now I've set that all up, ready to go. So if I now select export, you can see it now exporting. We should now have your essay all structured and your in-text citations and your bibliography all in order. And there you go, it's downloaded again in my download folder. So I've come bottom left, tap on it for me, and then we can go to files. And again, I save it to my download storage, not Google Drive. So select downloads, and there it is. Let's see if we've actually got that in-text citation and bibliography. So again, we've got the title page, made up name, there's the map. I mean, you can always tap into that and then click backspace to get rid of it if you don't want that. Scroll down, come down, you've got your introduction, and if you scroll to the bottom, you've got your reference style as well. But I still recommend using Zotero and Mendeley for that, but I'll show you that in a separate video. And there you go, that's how you create an assignment, an essay using MindView Online. Thanks for watching.